Hi YouTube, Siren Frost here, and today I decided, because I'm bored as hell, I decided to do a deck profile for you guys for my upgraded Neo Nectar deck profile, featuring the Maiden Strides. As you guys know, this is my little Primavera mat, so it came with the half case I gotten from set 2, but that was like a couple months ago, a couple months ago. So it was this deck's been way overdue on showing, so I decided to do why the hell not. The only thing I was missing from this deck is two of the new perfect guards, and that would have been the full playset. But you know, it is what it is. This is the deck that won me first place at my locals a couple months ago, so I'm very proud to call this my own as well. Until, you know, one of the few clans I actually do. So there just can't be enough. Anyways, so here's this deck profile for grade. So my starting Vanguard is my new one, the Bud Maiden Ho. She's not a Ho, guys. She's her Japan name was Sprout Maiden of Sprouts or something like that. But seeing as though that Bishiro doesn't know how to do their text right, this is what happens. Her Generation Break 1 is you Counter Blast 1 and move her to the Soul. Then you can give plus 5,000 to all rear guards, up to 4 rear guards, with the same name as that rear guard only. So in other words, you choose one of your rear guards, and if you have 4 copies of that on the field, this unit provides 5,000 power for each of those ones, to each of those. So it's a very huge power booster compared to, you know, Azu, who only superior calls and all that yucky stuff. So power relies to me on this game the most. Next, for trigger lineup, of course, I'm running 4 of the heal trigger Fairy Light Dragons. I hear rumors that they're making a Maiden heal trigger for set 4, so we'll see what happens with that. But for now, I'm just going to still stick with the Ancient Fairy Dragon, because I know she's a reincarnation of the Ancient Fairy Dragon Synchro. Next, I'm running 4 of the stand triggers Maiden of Daybreak. I was actually kind of thinking about putting all 12 crits in this deck, but the Generation Break one of this skill is, when she's called to her rearguard circle, you can automatically put her back in the top of the deck. You can automatically put her back on the top of the deck of your deck. Top of the deck. That. Anyways, and she also gives plus 4,000, or not 4,000, plus 5,000 to 2 of your rear guards with the same name as that unit. So this helps out a lot more too. It adds extra 5,000 power to the other monsters with the same name. So that's cool. More power for that one. And then for my deck is 8 crits. I'm still using the Maiden of Dimorphotheca, and 4 of the new triggers, Gardenia, Musketeer, Alain. These are actually Tokuha's cards, and this deck was actually inspired by Tokuha Enjo. So, but I also like the Maidens themselves. I feel like the Maidens were very unappreciated in the whole series, so that's why I'm decided to use them right now. For grade 1s, I'm using the AK Vanillas, 4 Dianes, just to add that extra aggression to it and adds more pressure to the deck. And here is another unit that does the 5,000 power boost. I play 4 copies of Maiden of Canna. Her Generation Break 1 is, of course, the same as Ho's. You Counter Blast 1, you move her to the Soul, and you give up to 4 units with the same name, plus 5,000, until the end of that turn. So, yeah, these 4 itself will provide 20,000 power to the rear guards with the same name. But that you don't want to do that a little too much, because you're probably going to waste your hand too. But it's very tempting to use aggressive attacks on that one. Very tempting. I'm using the very first old school Nola Perfect Guards for Neo Nectar. 4 Maidens of Blossom Rains, just because, you know, I'm OCD. I want to have all 4 playsets. If I'm going to be running, you know, this 4 of the same cards, I want to, you know, have my playset in case that there's some new stuff. Like I said, guys, that was the only thing I'm waiting on right now is 2 more G Perfect Guards, and I have the deck all pretty much powered up. And next, I'm running 2 copies of Valkyrie of Reclamation Padmini. I started out with 4. Oh, sure. I started off with 4 at first, but seeing as though I get a lot of grade 3s in my hand, it's very easy for me to stride anyways without these guys. But this will help you search your deck for a copy of Ranunculus in its name. So, And, you know, what do you guys think? Should there be like only two straight enablers, or you want to run all four? What are your guys' thoughts on that? So there's a little, you guys let me know in the comment section down below. I'm also, next for grade 2, I'm running the 10k vanillas, Blossoming Maiden Cela, just to add that extra pressure as well, like Diane is. You know, this deck is really power hungry, and it's also very aggressive. You know, the way I've been playing it for a while, like, you know, I'm still learning some new basics, but it's pretty awesome. Next, I'm running 4 copies of Maiden of Gladiolus. Whenever she is supported by a rear guard, you counterblast 1. Her generation break 1 is, you counterblast 1, and you superior call another unit the same name as Gladiolus or any other units on your rear guard circle. As long as she is supported by a rear guard. Next, I'm playing, and last but not least for the grade 2s, I'm playing 3 copies of the also cute Wheelwind Dragon. Let's hopefully it just okay, that's probably a little better. It takes a little while for it to zoom in, but alright. So I am playing 4 copies of this, or not 4, 3 copies of Wheelwind Dragon, because this is mainly a maiden deck as well. But his generation break 1 is, whenever he hits a vanguard, successfully attacks a vanguard, you can flip up to 2 cards from your damage zone and face up. So basically, this is your 2-time damage flipper. So, since this deck is awful huge of counterblasting, that's kind of a good reason why there's 3. So for my grade 3s, I'm running 4 copies of one of the boss ones. Ranunculus, Flower Maid, and Asha. I did have a signed one at one time, but I took that out and got all my beautiful ones, because I want everything like the exact same way, how it's made and all that stuff, not the signing and all that yuki stuff. Her generation break 2 is that if you have, it gets an ability. All of my units gets this. During your turn, if you have a unit with the same name as this unit on your vanguard or rearguard circle, this unit gets plus 5,000. So this adds a little bit more peer pressure to, like I said, almost has the exact same skills as Jingle Dragon, I think, but her ability is for stride power. Counterblast 1. During your turn, when your G unit strides, you can search your deck for 1 card with the same name as that unit and call it the rear guard. And that unit gets plus 2,000 in that turn. So, it does have that ability as, I think Azu does, or Ho does. I don't know. But yeah, so this just adds more power to it. This deck's all about power. At least I think it is. And sorry guys, I have a little bit of cold today. And last but not least, I'm running 4 copies of the new Maiden of Fildroid. When she is called to the Vanguard Circle, her generation break 1 is Counterblast 1, and you can search your deck for 1 card, choose 1 card rear guard from your on your field, and search your deck for 1 card with the same name as that unit, and then you can shuffle your deck. So this deck is all about power and superior calls. That's how crazy it kind of was, because, and that's why the stand triggers are kind of a bit more important. I can see why now stands are a lot more important, because it helps you get that multiple attack off. So for grade 4s, I'm running 2 copies of the generic Neo Nectar Stride Flower Princess of Spring Arborea. When she makes a successful attack against your opponent's vanguard, you can search your deck for 1 card the same name as that unit on your rear guard circle, as long as it's the same name. So, and it gets plus 2,000 to the end of that battle. So, and then I'm playing 2 copies of Flower Princess of Spring's Beginnings, Primavera, the main boss of this deck. This is like the reason why I'm playing 2. I realize this right now is that her counterblast is extremely heavy. You counterblast 3, and you choose up to 5 normal monsters from your deck, from your drop zone, and put them all back in your deck. Then you have to discard 1 card. And if you do this, when she attacks the Vanguard, you can superior call up to 2 units with the same name as the units on your Vanguard circle. And there is a combination to that too, but we're not going to get into that today. So that's why I'm playing 2. I mean, I would rather like to play 4 because of the artwork, but I'd much rather just try to use 2 of them, because she is a very heavy hitter in the late games. So that's just kind of why I think it's probably best. But you guys, everyone has their own personal opinions. You can all that stuff. Next, and last but not least, I'm running 4 copies of Sacred Tree Dragon Jingle Flower Dragon. Jingle, jingle. My friends are always making fun of this card because of its jingles. Like, you're not jingling no balls. It's like, Jingle Dragon does not jingle any balls. I'm still new to this unit because of her Persona Blast ability. Like, you Persona Blast, and her ability is, if the number of face-up cards in your G-Zone is 2 or more, choose one of your units until the end of that turn, it gets this continuous effect. During your turn, all your units gets plus 2,000 for each of your units with the same card name as that unit. So if you have 4 Dianes on the field, you choose one of them, and all your Dianes gets plus 2,000 for each one on each copy it has on the field. That is just like 10,000 each. I think so. Right? Ugh. If you guys have any idea how to actually work Jingle Flower Dragon, please help me out. I like to hear. I'm all ears, please. I want to use this card so badly because it's beautiful artwork and it's powerful. Well, I think it's very powerful, but you know, you guys can say whatever you want. Anyways, guys, sorry for a bit of a yap and yap. But that is my deck profile. Thank you guys for watching, and there will be a full deck list in the description down below after this video. And if you guys have your own thoughts and your own opinions about this deck, just go ahead and leave a comment section down below. And yeah, so anyways, guys, that's my video for today, and I'm gonna go and enjoy my rest of my day for as long as I can. So yeah, like I said, this is Siren Frost, and thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check out my other videos that I have, and you know, thumbs up for this video, comment down below, and comment, and all that good stuff. And, you know, I'm all tongue-tied at the moment, so I can't say shit that much. So anyways, guys, have a great day, and, you know, have a great summer, and all that good stuff. And keep on card fighting. So this is Siren Frost signing out.